Hi everyone, it is Beth with Flying by the Seat of My Plants. It's been a little bit since I've been on here. I am in Northeast Ohio, and our spring was the craziest spring I've had in quite a while that we've had. So finally today it's in the 60s. Yesterday it was actually like in the low 50s. It felt like it was in the 40s. I had my winter coat on because it was cold. And I was going to plant all day yesterday because I thought it was going to be nicer, but anyhow, today I'm planting. So finally getting my peppers in. I'll show you what I've done so far, but I got my Hungarian yellow wax in. I have my cubanelle in. Right now I'm working on some more cubanelle and shishitos. And I got the Jimmy Nardello peppers in. Those are absolutely delicious. But to catch up on what's been going on, I did have my plant sale, and it was absolutely wonderful. I always love the very first day because I get to see so many people that come back year after year, and it's wonderful to see them. While I was setting up Friday, I had some people just stop by and bought some plants that day, and then Saturday was just busy. I started over 1,000 tomato plants, and a little problem happened with that. So I went ahead and up-potted all my tomatoes, and that was over 1,000. And I went up to our local greenhouse and I bought the Premix, I think it was Premix BT. Or the BX in the white bag, large white bag. And typically I was using the Premix in the blue bag, the blue and black bag. And I had my cart full of that, and anyhow, they talked me into, instead of purchasing that, to get the other in the white bag, the Premix. So I went ahead and purchased 3 bags of those. And I continued using what I had in the blue bag of the Premix, and which I'm glad. And I used that up first because of what I had, because it was a lot lighter to carry it into the backyard when I was up potting. And then I finally went to the white bag, and sadly, everything I planted in that potting mix, it died. I'd say in 4 days they were all wilting. And I don't know what happened. I did return the other 2 bags, and they refunded my money, which was very nice of them. And then I told the owner what happened, and he was kind enough, and it wasn't his fault, but he was kind enough to give me 4 free bags of the large Premix that I normally use. And I like that because there's not a lot of sticks. There's hardly any sticks in there at all. Sticks, twigs, whatever. And so anyhow, I did lose about between 300 and 400 tomato plants. So I'm never going to use that again. And I did email Premix, and I told them what happened. And they basically, I gave them the batch number off the bag, the date it was filled. Oh, there's a hummingbird. He's on my lavender. I don't know if I can get him. Oh, no, he flew away. That was really neat. So, anyhow, I emailed Premix, and they said that they would like pictures or video on how I plant, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I've been doing this for so many years, and I didn't. I'm like, forget it. Just go on with my life. And I wasn't the only one. There was other gardening groups that use the same product, and one guy said he lost 80 azaleas. There was another woman in a gardening group on Facebook, and she said she lost most of her tomato plants. So I don't feel like it was just me. I don't know what happened, but anyhow, I'm sticking with the Premix in the blue bag for now. And so anyhow, getting back to the plant sale, that was totally awesome. The first weekend was so busy. The first day, I mean, I live off of a main street, sort of, and I have repeat customers coming from the east side of Cleveland. Some people come from Akron, Medina, and locally, and it was nonstop. My stepdad, he was in charge of collecting all the money. I have a Facebook group, Flying by the Seat of My Plants, and Al's in the group. He came on the first day to help me, and so it was wonderful because there was just so many people. So Al talked to people about different tomatoes, different things like that, and he helped me take up some of the plants from the backyard for the sale. And then, of course, my stepdad, he was the collector of the money. He's 86 years old and absolutely loved it. And then my sister and her boyfriend stopped up, and they were helping people box up or bag their tomatoes or plants that they were buying. I did over 250 pepper plants and sold out of that basically the first weekend. And then there is a woman in Columbia Station, which I donate tomato plants to her. She does a community garden, and she does a lot of activities with kids, with planting and stuff like that. So anyhow, she got her tomatoes, and then I still had about 100. So I went ahead and a woman that came to the plant sale, her mom is in, it's called Kemper House, and that's a home for people with Alzheimer's, dementia. And so anyhow, we were talking about the tomatoes and stuff, and she goes, well, they have a garden in the back that the chefs use to cook and stuff. So anyhow, I took to them about 100 tomato plants, and some of those I think they sell for a fundraiser, for activities and different things like that. It's a privately owned home. It's a beautiful place, nice and clean. And I met some of the residents there, and you could tell they're very well taken care of. So anyhow, that's where like 100 plants went. And so every year I do the plant sale, and a lot of it, I don't charge a lot for my plants. I like doing it to donate plants. I also like to get enough funds at least to pay for what I spent, because I do buy the pots from the Mega Greenhouse, and the trays, and the seeds, and the potting mix. And I have the greenhouse, so if it's chilly, I turn the heater on. And so there's a lot of expense involved. So when I sell my plants, I mean, the main thing is I get reimbursed so I can do it again the following year, because I love doing it. So anyhow, what I'm doing today is planting. So far I've got 4 beds of peppers in, and I got most of my other beds all ready for planting. I still have 4 more that I have to prepare, and I also have to rototill my in-ground. And I do rototill, and I'm glad I do, because there's a lot of trees around me. Not in my yard, I only have 1 tree in my yard, but I do get the tree roots. So I have a small little tiller, and I have a larger tiller for the in-ground garden. But the small one, because I get tree roots all in my beds, which is a total nightmare. This year I just went ahead and put that little tiller in there and chopped up as much of the roots that I could, tree roots. So hopefully I did a good enough job. And I thought, I'll show you really quick when I when I transplant my peppers. This one here is a Cubanelle, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And I'm already starting to get little peppers on there. And they're so big right now, I'm not pinching off the peppers. But anyhow, so I'm going to fill this bed, and when I do, I pre-moisten all my peppers just so they don't go into shock. And then I just dig a hole, and in the hole, first of all, you know, I till the bed, mainly because of my tree roots, and chop those all up. And then I do add probably like a bag, depending on how much is needed in the bed, of raised bed soil. And then I top it off with a compost, and I get that organic mushroom compost. And so I put that in on top and work it in. Then I dig the hole, and then I use from M.I. Gardener. It's my favorite fertilizer. I'll use it forever and ever and ever, as long as he sells it. So far, I haven't found anything else that I really like. But anyhow, it's a 5-10-4, and the 5 is the nitrogen, the 10 is the phosphate, which is really great for the roots, and it's a 4 for the potash. So, and it also has bone meal in it, feather meal, cottonseed, blood meal, poultry manure, I mean just calcium, alfalfa meal, rock sulfate, azomite, rock phosphate, Epsom salt. The stuff is just awesome. And it really smells good too. At least to me it does. And I think Abby likes the smell of it too, because she always tries to eat it. So, what do you see, Abby? Come here. You want to say hi to everybody? Come over here. Abby, come. Come here. Oh, don't step on my plant. Can you say hi to everybody? Come here. Come here. Oh, I got all this stuff in your way. Come here. Abby, say hi. Say hi, everybody. I don't know how well you can see her, but come here. Come here. Can you say hi? Say hi, everybody. That's Abby. She likes to garden with me. She's a good girl. So, anyhow, I just wanted to go over that. And when I finish with this bed, like I said, you know, I put the raised bed soil to refill it, because it does sink every year. And I put in whatever is needed, and then I top it off with some compost. I do have my own compost, but it doesn't make enough for all the plantings that I do. So I do buy the mushroom compost. And then I dig a hole. I'll show you how I space them apart and everything. Dig the hole. I mix in about a tablespoon of the Trifecta Plus, and then plant it. So basically that's it. And water the peppers in their little pots before I put them in the ground, just so that they don't go into shock. And anyhow, and then I got eggplant and stuff, but I'll go around and show you some stuff as I'm doing it. So, alright, I will see you in a little bit. Okay, so I did get all the peppers in. I got the shishito, let me see, cubanelles, and the hot peppers, Craig's Grande, jalapenos, the orange jalapeno, orange spice, pumpkin spice, lemon spice jalapenos, and I like all of those for the color. You have to let them mature to an orange or the yellow to get the colors for the jalapenos. You know, the lemon spice, pumpkin spice, orange spice. And then I have the Craig's Grande, which I love for stuffing. And so anyhow, the peppers are in. And, you know, I amend the soil. These are in my raised beds off to the one side of my yard. And this is the one where I had the tree root problem, but I went ahead just to try and make it easy for me. Hopefully everything goes well. But I used the mini rototiller to break up all those tree roots and take out the large ones that I could. And so we'll see how the season goes. And you know, because I work and everything, I just didn't have time to really clean the beds out like I did last year. There's a video with the tree roots, But so far, I think it did pretty good with the mini rototiller. So with that said, the peppers are in. I'm excited. There's one other spot that I'll show you that I got the other peppers in. Ooh, there's a deer. I think that's one of the mamas. There was a baby deer the other day. Hopefully I can get her on camera one day, the baby. But anyhow, back to the peppers. So these are the bell peppers that I put in. There's a mini bell right here. Peppers look absolutely gorgeous. These were all started from seed. I started these in the container on March 13th. So, and I am Northeast Ohio again, and our weather has been really crazy. You know, we go from 80 degrees down to 40, down into the 30s, back up to the 70s. So planting has been delayed, at least for me. I didn't plant anything until now. Let me see, I think it was June 1st. I don't know. Today, I'm picking up the camera, just showing you what I did. I think it's June 3rd right now. So, peppers are in. There's the garlic. And here is the eggplant. I also got that in. So, started some zinnia seeds. And still have a bunch of stuff in the greenhouse I have to plant yet. I'm going to finish this video just on the note of the peppers. Got the eggplant in. And I do use the Trifecta Plus when planting my peppers. Another good thing to add to the peppers is tomato tone. Actually, here's a bag right here. You can see what it looks like. I also, and I could show you on another video, dry out my eggshells that I've been saving all winter, and then I powder it up and add that to the holes as well when I plant my tomatoes. And then you could put it around the peppers for that added calcium. So the next video I'm going to do is this is my butterfly garden, and black-eyed Susans here, milkweed, irises. I moved that iris, broke that up a little from the other bed. I'll show you all that on the other video. And, you know, I have the milkweed, and it is the butterfly garden, so I did start some Mexican sunflowers, and because the butterflies do like that. And here I got some really good topsoil, so that's what I'm going to be doing for a little bit today, because I do have to go to work, but I'll be showing you that. So I'm amending the soil along here, but I wanted to end this video on about the peppers. So anyhow, thanks for watching, and I will talk to y'all later. All right, bye.